On the 2nd August of last year, the Supreme Court issued an interim injunction preventing the implementation of a cabinet decision to hand over the electronic visa issuance process to two private companies during the previous government. The injunction was issued after the Supreme Court granted leave to proceed with fundamental rights petitions filed by then members of Parliament Patali Champika Ranawaka, M.A. Sumandiran and Rauf Hakim. The Supreme Court ordered the then Controller of Immigration and Emigration to revert to the old system for issuing electronic visas. Subsequently, the petitioners filed a charge sheet against Harshay Lukpitia, the former Controller of Immigration and Emigration, under the Contempt of Court, Tribunal or Institution Act No. 8 of 2024, alleging that he had committed contempt of court by failing to implement the interim injunction. When the charge sheet was read out in open court, the respondent, Harshay Lukpitia, initially pled not guilty to the charges. However, the Deputy Commissioner in charge of Technical Affairs at the Department of Immigration and Emigration, who testified, stated that the respondent, the then Controller of Immigration and Emigration, had not instructed him to revert the old system for issuing electronic visas as ordered by the Supreme Court. After considering these facts, on the 25th of September, the Supreme Court issued an order to remand Harshay Lukpitia until the conclusion of the case against him. During the court hearing on the 1st July, the respondent, Harshay Lukpitia, informed the Supreme Court that he would withdraw his plea of not guilty and unconditionally admit to the charges against him. Considering the circumstances, the court concluded the case and scheduled the sentencing of the respondent for today. Accordingly, Supreme Court Justice Yasantha Kodaguda, with the concurrence of Justices Janak De Silva and Arjun Obesekara, handed down the sentence today, stating that the actions of the defendant constituted a serious contempt of court. The Supreme Court pointed out that the respondent had initially pleaded not guilty at the beginning of the trial, but had later strategically admitted his guilt due to the evidence adduced against him. The judge stated that the respondent was sentenced to 3 years in prison, with the sentence reduced to 2 years in consideration of the 1 year he had already spent in remand. The judge further stated that the sentence was imposed as a deterrent to prevent similar offences by individuals in society in the future.